John. What are you making today?
Chopping vegetables once again.
Story of his life.
Harvest time is me chopping vegetables.
And what's I'm doing?
You're doing dishes.
He's chopping.
And I'm chopping for another big kettle of chili.
So we want to, I love chili, so we want to get a lot. So what's going in the chili?
This is a bigger batch than the last batch.
Okay, what's going in it?
Celery, onion, you can show them what's in the kettle. Celery, onion.
Let's see what's in it.
Black chili beans, white navy beans, hamburger.
It smells wonderful.
Garlic, and it's not even cooking yet.
Onion. Tomato.
We haven't got the tomatoes in it yet. I still gotta peel
And I'm
them.
washing up another pot to make sure it was clean and get everything done. So we have quite a bit of cooking going on and dishes mad.
Well, this just...
And we went grocery shopping too this morning, and we put the cereal over there because we can dig right into the chili and the crackers.
This just saves us from a lot of cooking in January, February, March.
Well, no, like in the summer when we're working outside.
Well, it probably won't last till summer.
Well, I hope it does, but we'll see.
If it doesn't, we'll probably cook up another batch come February when it's still cold. We like to do all our cooking and baking
When it's cold.
when it's getting cold.
So we can not cook when it's hot.
That way the furnace isn't running constantly. And wait a minute, come on.
So
Let's wiggle on me here.
So it's today's project.
What's today's project? Chili.
Chili's today's project. We fed the animals.
With the hamburger, so it's going to be chili con carne.
And yesterday, I'll tell you what happened. Yesterday when we came home, I saw, no, actually before we left, out in the yard was a kitten. I'll tell the kitten story.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad because we saw a kitten. Somebody dumped a kitten off. And he looked like he was friendly and whatever.
Looked like he was pretty
thin.
Pretty well, or we were getting ready to leave, so we didn't have time to
really look at him. So
take care of him.
We said, oh, a kitten. So anyway, I came this morning. I didn't see him last night. I didn't see him this morning, and he had passed away. I guess he looks like he probably just, nobody fed him, I guess. He came here, he was eating.
I know we didn't feed him because
Well, yeah,
we were on our way out the door.
Yeah, he was eating here because he was eating a mouse. Remember?
That's right.
We were getting ready to go, and he was eating a mouse.
The
so
one that our cats caught for him.
Probably, and so he was eating the mouse, and so we had to leave. When we came back, and he's like, "Oh, the kitten's not around." And then I looked for him this morning, and then he had passed. So I kind of felt bad about that. When people drop cats off, you know what I mean? It's sad because.
Well, they shouldn't be dropping cats off.
Right. So he was anyway, but that was the story on the cat that we saw a kitten this morning. So or yesterday, I guess I should say. So anyway, I felt bad because I'm like, oh. But anyway, because we were getting ready to leave, like I said. But anyway, that was the kitten story, I guess.
Last one.
Yeah, I know it. So I thought we'd have a cat that we are going to add to the pack till we got a new home for him, but I guess he didn't make it this fall. But the leaves are out changing really nice, and it's already getting warm in here. So we won't have to heat the house too much tonight because the stove will heat the whole house. So anyway, and we went to get my driver's license done. Tell them the story about the difference in the driver's licenses.
Oh, as of October next year of 2020, you have to have what is
upgraded
it?
license?
Yeah, it's
in New York. I don't know if it's nationwide. Is it nationwide?
Yes, it is. It's real ID, and it costs you $30 extra. But what it's for, and it doesn't tell you this on the renewal. We had to ask up there. What the renewal says is you can't go in any government building.
And I said, does that mean I can't vote?
And she said, no. The real ID is only if you're going to fly with a passport. You have to bring all your passport, your birth certificate, your Social Security up to the to renew your driver's license.
On military bases.
But all it's for is military bases and to fly in a plane
So we decided
out
not.
of the country. So I don't fly and
I don't
I don't
think
go
it's
on.
out of the country. I think it's even
No,
in.
it said to fly out of the country.
But what about flying in the States?
She said that I don't think that mattered, but
have to
I
check
would
on
double check if I were you.
that. So anyway, just in case that's of concern to you, if maybe if you're not an air flyer and you don't go to military base, you may not want to do that right now, or wait till you have a flight or something if you do. But that's what the girl told us at the DMV. And we
But
actually
it costs you an extra $30, and if you already had your license done and you've got to add that to it, it's going to be another $43.
yeah. So just because we ran into that this
But
morning.
we don't use the airplanes, and we don't.
Well, we were going to do it, but what happened was I forgot all my ID because we were in a hurry to go.
Which is a good thing we
Well, you
did
need your birth certificate, your marriage certificate, and all this other
your
information.
passport and everything else.
So because of that, we said, well, we'll skip it till another day because we wanted to do clay at the same time anyway.
Because I already renewed mine in June before I knew anything about this. But it goes into effect October of
220.
220, yeah.
So just in case you haven't heard about that, we also had a nice talk with everybody at the DMV. Everyone was outside waiting forever to get in. They had all these guys, I think, that buy and sell cars. They're doing their stuff. And then we went to get more stuff for the chili. And we had to get Clay's favorite cereal, which is Frankenberry.
Well, it used to be as a kid, but the flavor of it's different now.
And you know how us yarn girls are, my crocheting girls are all saying, yeah, we have to get our yarn. So I had to get skein yarn. I had to bypass all the extras because I wanted to hold out for my skein of yarn. Clay's like, do you want this? No, I want yarn. Do you want this? No, I want yarn. Right? He said, you're like some of this, because he's being sweet to me. I go, no, I really just want to save my little gift, so to speak, for the yarn. So, and here's the frozen tomatoes.
These are the frozen tomatoes.
You can use fresh tomatoes. We just had these. We want to.
Well, you cut the core out of them, and after you freeze them with the skin and everything on, well, they're awful juicy. You can peel the skin right off them with your fingers. Just like that.
Right in the slot bucket. For the, who gets this?
Chickens get
okay.
this, yeah.
Yeah, the rabbits have a bunch of cabbage and apple peels and stuff right now.
Yeah, I've got.
And pellets.
I have to do this over the kettle.
We're getting ready to put the rabbits in the, oh, look at the mess over there. It's cleaning up. Constant cleaning the floor, cleaning the dishes, cleaning this, cleaning that. It's all harvest.
Well, a lot of it's getting caught up now that we've already.
Well, hopefully it's getting caught up, but everything's such a mess, it drives me crazy.
But you peel the skins right off them.
But there's only two of us, and we got a lot going on. And I guess I'll add this in since we're talking about it anyway. My mother was very sick, and I was sick.
I think I got to defrost these a little more.
I got sick, then my mother ended up in the hospital, so there was some driving back and forth there. So we got a little bit behind, but it's just life. There's always going to be something, you know.
Always something
And
to put
then
you
my
back.
son came for a visit, and there's just, like I said, there's always something. So even in the middle of your harvest and stuff, you know, everything can wait a day for emergencies. You know, it just works out that way.
Yeah, I've got to put these back into to defrost them a little bit.
So-
They are peeling, but there's some of them that are still frozen pretty good.
Yeah.
But the skins do come off better that way
Mm-hmm.
than to trying to dip them in hot water and that skin out of there. But you can see how the skins came right off.
And the chickens will love them. They will love it. It looks so weird right now without any juice in it. I never saw chili like this before.
Tomatoes are going to have the juice in it. I just got to get them defrosted.
I just never saw it so dry before because we usually have sauce going. We're kind of doing it the opposite way, huh?
Well, I should have peeled. The tomatoes were still frozen this morning. I should have took them out last night.
Yeah.
So I'm just defrosting them in the microwave.
So we usually get up, get things going. We've been switching our schedule about how we're going to do this, but basically we get up, have our coffee, then I tried to do different things, but this is what works for us, and then we get into the project of the day, and then we relax, take a nap, and either work on another thing, like maybe we have errands to run or something, and then when we take our break, we take a nap usually. And then at night, late at night, we stay up to probably 2 in the morning.
Yeah, now I can put my celery in.
Up here comes the celery, yeah. Here it comes.
And Major cook.
And I haven't really got my big menu plan for this month, which I want to share with you guys, because we've been making so much food. When you're in the middle of the harvest, it changes my menu plan, because why wouldn't I eat chili the day we're making chili? You know? So it kind of bumps up my meal.
That makes meals while you're doing it.
Right, so I get to bump up and my meals get scheduled out further.
Because yesterday I made a big kettle of beef barley soup.
Yay. So our meals all get scheduled out, but then it's also nice because I get more meals out of it. And because
I get a break while I wait for the tomatoes.
I know it.
to
And
be
because my husband is retired, he's helping with the cooking while I do the Scully Maid job. It's relaxing. We just listen to TV while we work.
filled. Still got to find the the onion powder.
Well, you got onions right here. Why aren't you going to chop these onions
Because
up?
I put garlic powder, onion powder, oregano.
But aren't you going to put the regular onions in too?
I already did. 3 big onions.
Okay.
3 big onions and a little Hershey's Kiss.
And after we get done with this, we'll be doing some other things, which we'll talk about that as time goes on.
I'll put a little bit of hot sauce in it, a couple of my peppers, and I still have to put chili powder in it.
He's looking at these spices that we have. A lot of people have asked us about our spices, but we're going to move them because they get clumpy.
Well, only the powder, or only the powders do.
So we got
The salts don't get clumpy.
So we're gonna move some of this stuff around. I actually at one point I had African violets up there, which is a great place to start African violets. I have a video about it somewhere. But the problem with that was we just do not have enough light in our house.
Trying to think what else I could put in that chili.
Taco seasoning. Were you going to put Frank's Red Hot in it, this one you said?
I'm just put a little bit in there.
Yeah, don't use too much of that.
Oh, I won't. I don't want it too hot.
No, I want it for me. I'm just teasing.
You can put it in your own bowl when you're done.
Yeah.
I just want it to be normal chili. If you want it hotter, you just add your hot stuff to it.
Sometimes I like a hamburger with Red Hot.
I think I'll hold off on the hanging peppers. They're drying up really nice.
And this is just a small portion of our seasonings, by the way. We have a ton of seasonings. You don't even want to know.
You want to get some seasonings, you go to the Real Deals.
Yeah. So that's
or Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree doesn't have the big assortment like Real Deals does, but I don't know if you have a Real Deals near you.
I don't know. Well, guys, I'm going to let you go. I just thought I'd do a quickie. I'm still going to do my dishes. I got one big pot to clean up, and then I think I am going to start cleaning in the kitchen.
Tomatoes get defrosted, they'll go in there, and then I can start the fire. And
I also got to start a little laundry
let
here.
it cook down.
Keep the water going, right?
Yep. Keep it moving.
Keep everything moving. So, this is what retirement. It'll get better. It's just that we started from 0 this year because Clay was sick.
We bought all those bags of onions and we're down to one more bag, I think.
I know, but Clay was sick.
We went through a lot of onions.
About this time last year, you began to get sick, so we had a big chunk of you recuperating, and everything had to lay while we took
Next
care
week
of
will
Clay.
be the 1-year anniversary of my operation.
Yay.
And it's still not. Actually, I'm surprised because I really didn't start to walk until February and March.
And that guy we saw today was talking about his wife had a hip replacement. She's just up and moving around already.
I know other people that had the hip replacement. They were up in 3-4 weeks. They were fine.
It all depends on the person. Okay, guys. The best thing you can do to us to help us with our videos is to share our videos on Twitter, Facebook, your social media. We do not monetize our videos, and we probably never will. And so that's the nicest way you can help us. And remember, big or small,
You too can be a backyard farm.